And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Blake Snell.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
All right, ready to get underway. And now Brenton Doyle. That one not close. And we are underway. That one's in there, and the count 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that skips into dirt. Swing and a chopper out to short, and that squirts through. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. The 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Next to hit, Ezekiel Tovar. And that one's a little bit low. And that is ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
It's always an exciting day at the ballpark when you have a pitcher as good as Blake Snell on the mound. I mean, this lineup is dealing with a 6'4" lefty that does it.
Runner on the go. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Slice to right. The throw in. The tag out.
Oh, that was a great throw from right to cut him down, trying to go first to third. It's such an exciting play, and it was tough to tell if he tried to push it on his own or if the base coach was waving him around. But with the ball behind you, that's when you have to rely on your coach to have a good feel for the play, and right there it just didn't work out for him.
Michael Tolia in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1.
Snell is tall, he can throw heat, and he's the type of pitcher that loves to throw his best stuff as much as possible, which includes a nasty curveball.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And down on strikes he goes. And that is that. So 1 left for Colorado. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Our starter in this one, German Marquez.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball, he's going to go out there and give it his best.
Here's a big power threat, Shohei Ohtani. And Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot. On the ground, right side. Sneaks through, base hit. So runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's Mookie now. Swings through that one for strike one.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, gold gloves, and everything else you can think of.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He'll score.
And if you're the pitcher, you can't be frustrated. You know this is going to be the toughest batter that you face tonight, and you're going to have to face him a couple of times. So you just tip your cap and hope that you can get the next guy out.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. This one in the air. And there's one down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Man at second. And a foul ball. Oh, 2 now. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And now it's even up.
2-2.
Started to swing, held up.
Well, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. It was never even close.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And there are 2 down. Here comes Max Muncy.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Swings through that one. 0-1. Muncy with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark. 2 outs. That misses. Ball 1.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. Now one missed. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Count's full.
In the dirt. Hit hard on the ground to short. In plenty of time to first. They get the out on Muncy. They limit the damage here. Mookie Betts with a big strike in the inning. It's now 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. Snell back to work. Inside. And that's ball 1. Farmer measures 6 feet even. 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. Checked his swing on the 1-0 and appealed to first. And James Kingsley says he won around. That one catches the corner for a strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Barnes to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Here's Ryan McMahon now. First pitch misses. Swing and a miss. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
That one hammered left field. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. 1 out, runner at second. Here's the left fielder, Sam Hilliard. McMahon, the runner at second with 1 away. And it finds its way through for a hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Jacob Stallings now.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Runner on the goal. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here at the top of the second. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out. Couldn't put the ball in play. So now...
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely they'll score 2. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
2 outs. Pitch is in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's too high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Rockies leave them loaded. They're down 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Kike Hernandez at the plate. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Hauls it in for the out. The batter will be Michael Conforto. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Comebacker to the mound. Slings to first in time. 2 down, bases empty. And now the rookie second baseman. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Ball 1 there.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up.
Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. Nothing doing. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one just misses, and it's 2-2.
3 balls.
In the dirt, runner holds, and it's a full count. Nobody out, runner at first. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On the ground, could be 2. The throw to second, Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Michael Toglia. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
That's a ball. 1 and 2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That misses the zone, and a count now even up. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Rockies are down quietly. They trail here 1-0. Back here in L.A., and now Austin Barnes. That one out to right. Jones gets under it. Makes the grab, 1 away. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's Mookie Betts now. Doubled in his first AB. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good.
To Tovar, and that's 2. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Start of the 4th. And now Kyle Farmer. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And a good start to the inning.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
In there at the knees. Now 1-2. Stays alive. Farmer on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. Hernandez on the move. Racing back. High bounce. Takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. Now Sam Hilliard. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
That left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
Stallings at the plate and takes high there. Check swing went around, and that is strike 1.
1-1.
Second and third, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Infield comes in now. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. High fly ball out towards left field. Out of here, a home run off the foul pole. That should get the dugout going. It's 3-1.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good.
Doyle in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 out, space is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out. Rockies get 3 on this homer. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a foul straight back.
You know, these Dodgers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
0-2.
Not close with that one. Going to count 1-2. In the air, right side. Jones sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's Max Muncy. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. 0-1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Snell back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Jones, 26 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
On the ground. And foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
A little up front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Up and in, 1-2 to count.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance,
2-2.
but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing
3-2.
fair.
Next pitch misses way outside. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one is back. Off the batter's eye and gone.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And that's outside. Now 1-2. Up the middle, and that one handled, whips it to first, and that is the inning. The Rockies get one by way of the long ball. It's now, and we're back. Here's the center fielder, Enrique Hernandez. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Jones makes the catch. 1 down. And here is Michael Conforto. Grounded out his first time up. That one pushed to the left and foul. 1 out, bases empty. He swings and fouls one off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That one misses, and the count 1-2. And that one missing low. Next offering misses, and it's 3-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's the second baseman. He was a strikeout victim his first time. This one in the air, right field. And that is that. And welcome back to the ball. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Ryan McMahon. New pitcher now, Alex Vesia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. Sam Hilliard digging in for the Rockies. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's the catcher, Jacob Stallings. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Hilliard, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And there's a ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 9-1. Bottom of the inning. Pinch hitter coming on, Tommy Edman. That misses. Ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Hard hit left side. Throws across the diamond. Gets the catcher by a step. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive. Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And there's a foul ball. That misses. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Cut on and missed. And it's a strikeout. Will Smith, the new catcher now. Michael Kopech on the pitch here. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And first offering is fouled off. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Kopech deals. Line drive. This one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Check swing, and he went. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Ezekiel Tovar getting ready to hit. That one ripped, but foul. Now this is in the air down the line. And there's 2 away. Michael Toglia digging in for the Rockies. First pitch misses.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you...
Runner breaks for third. Pitch in for a strike. No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. Just missed.
2-1.
And that one cutting but missing down low. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the top half of inning number 7. That one back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. His second of the year, and they add on. It's 6-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Kyle Farmer digging in for the Rockies. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of... Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The first baseman, ready. Swing back.
And that is out of play.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Jump throw across his body, and very nicely done for the out.
Great fundamentals there at first base. A textbook example of putting your body in position to make a play and doing just that. That's how they teach you to do it.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing, went around. And that's strike 1. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Way upstairs, 1-1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Here comes a pitch. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. 1 gone, runner at first. Here comes Max Muncy. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Liner, base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. Manager out of the dugout. Here's Kike Hernandez. On the ground, a short, could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. A 1-pitch double play out of the pen. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Anthony Banda.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Hilliard, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Runner at first with no outs here.
That's a ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Jacob Stallings digging in for the Rockies. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Bonda, a lefty who lights up the radar gun. 31 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2012. Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rockies 6 and the Dodgers 1. Back here in L.A. on to the bottom of the 8th. Now here is Michael Conforto. Ground ball right side, and that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now it's the second baseman.
Want to know?
Squirts away a little bit.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And now it's even 1-1. And it's fouled away. Conforto gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Will Smith in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Pitch misses there, and the count now 2-0. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 down. Next to hit, Shohei Ohtani. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. And there's a strike.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
The Rockies leading by 5 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's in the dirt. This one in the air. McMahon under it. Squeezes it. And that is that. Back here at Chavez. A new arm into the game, the righty, Evan Phillips.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Conforto towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. Brenton Doyle digs in now.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now here's Nolan Jones. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is downstairs. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Justin Lawrence.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And strike one to Mookie Betts. And a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Next offering is in the dirt. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Turns and fires to Betts. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
2 outs. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. And gone! And that funky Muncy hits one out. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 6-3. Singy, somebody go track down that baseball. It's number 200 for him.
200 career home runs. That's legitimate power at the plate, and that's something that a lot of guys would dream of getting to. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Manager out of the dugout. Here's Kike Hernandez. 0 for 3 in this one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Hernandez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next one misses, and a count 1-2. The Dodgers down to their final strike, and that's outside. Got him, and that's the ball game. 6-3 or